Hey there everybody, this is Ethan, and welcome back to my Minecraft Xbox 360 Let's Play series. So, in the last video, we worked a little bit on this area right over here. I'm gonna go over, look at this window, just to get a better view. And so yeah, we have this little, water area right now, which is very nice. And so in this video, the main thing we're going to be doing is starting to expand out the base and building it out a little bit further. So yeah, that is the plan. There are a couple things I want to do first though. The first thing is I did do a little bit of off-camera mining for wood, so all of the wood on the bottom of the chest here, all of this wood I'm hovering over, this is all the wood that I just mined right here. And so yeah, it's quite a bit of wood. And so yeah, as you can see, I just did the spruce trees most recently. And so yeah, there are a bunch of, I just replanted a bunch of these. And so also, I do want to show you the forest over in this area over here, because it has been absolutely wiped out here. It has been absolutely demolished. Well, as you can probably tell by all the oak wood that I had. Look at this. Look at this. This was all forest. It's all gone. It's all gone. You know, I'm not even gonna replant in this area. I'm probably just gonna not plant anything. Yeah, you can see these leaves are still despawning. But yeah. I have a ton of wood now, and that'll be very, very helpful for my base. And you know, I should probably get back. And so yeah, I did get some feedback that my voice was a little bit too quiet in the last video, and probably just also just kind of a general pattern from all my previous videos. So I did increase the gain by a few decibels, so hopefully this is at least a little bit better and you're able to hear me better. It's just, yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult because I don't really, it's hard to get a solid reference point for how loud the audio should be sometimes. So yeah, hopefully this is good. I'm really cautious about turning up my audio. Oh, look at this. I'm outside. I'm floating on the air. I'm really cautious about turning up my audio sometimes, because if it's too loud, then it sounds really bad. And so yeah, I did do a test right before recording, and I think it was alright. But you know, we'll have to see. So yes, I'm going to gather up some of that wood that I gathered earlier. And oh wait. Oh, I just forgot. Alright, you know, I am going to do that eventually. But the first thing I'm going to do before that is get some more animals. So you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm just going to quickly harvest all of this wheat here and then replant it so that I can begin expanding out my farm a bit more. 3. Alright, there we go. And so yeah, I have a bunch of wheat now. So you've probably noticed as I've walked by this area before, there are a lot of animals in this area. There are a ton. I'm gonna get the pink sheep first. And you know what, can I get some other, actually no, I'll do one animal at a time at least. Alright, there we go. So I'll bring it out here. Come on, can you not go through? Alright. Come on, sheep. Come on, get over here. You know, actually, leads are probably a better idea. Probably a much better idea. Alright, there we go. You know, I'm gonna probably breed a few sheep. Good for experience. Alright. And you know, I'll also breed the cows. There we go. And so yeah, honestly, you know what? It might be better. I think I want to get the pigs. I'll get the leads because I need leads for the pigs. But I think I could probably just kill the other animals since really I don't really need them since I can just breed the sheep and cows that I have. And I also got the pink sheep, so it's alright. But so, yeah, if I just get that pig and get these two, and then bring them over here, and then shut off the gate. Alright, there we go. Alright, come in. Come in, pigs. Oh no. Come on, stop trying to escape. Nope. Oh no. Oh no, this is a disaster. Alright. Now I'll get this pig over here. Alright, come in. Okay, there we go. We got all the pigs captured now. Okay. This is probably alright now. So... Oh, I'll just throw that in. Okay, no chicken. Alright. So yes, now it is time to begin building. So, yeah, about time. So... Yeah, there are a lot of things I want to do in this area, and I'm not quite sure which part I want to start off with. I want to build another section of the building over there. I'm not sure exactly how though. It's not like this is the widest area. So it just makes me curious. If I expand the building out around here, one problem that I have is that it's not really, I can't really have an entrance going along here. I was thinking that maybe instead what I could do was replace this with glass, and then I have the actual entrance be right here, or well, a doorway. So if I got rid of the chest here, and then maybe, you know, I could probably put the chest here for now. And then I put down the chest right here. So, weapons. And... Am I blind? Oh yeah, I am blind. Alright. And armory. Oh, can you not? Dang it. Okay. Weapons and armory. There we go. And then we can just, do I have any extra glass? Okay, yes, I do. So, if this is a 4-block wide gap, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you know, I'll just break this whole thing. And there we go. So all this glass can go along here now. And so there we go. So yeah, this whole wall on this side, it's entirely glass now. And we have a space for a doorway right here. And so yeah, it kind of goes out onto the water. But, you know, that's alright. I can probably build land around it after the fact. So yeah, let's get a bunch of oak wood, maybe some spruce wood. And alright. So I'm gonna build the building out this way, I'm thinking. And then, you know, I'm not quite sure how wide I want this to be. Maybe I should just make this another square. So if we see how wide this building is here, or you know what? I think it'd be better if I just built it out really far. Kind of like this. Okay, I do have an idea. I'm not sure if it's a really good one, but 1, 2. I want to have a 2-block wide pathway. I could break off this part of the building right here, and then we have all of this here. And then we can have quite a large building here. And you know what? That does give me an idea. I'm gonna... this is not my idea, but I'm gonna get a bed. Just so that I can sleep whenever I want. But, what if I extended out the building past here and out onto here? And then a pathway can go all the way down along this way. Oh, you know, I didn't bring this out far enough. Alright, so yeah, I'll be able to show you exactly what I mean. Although it's a little bit inconvenient how I planted all of these spruce trees around here. You know, yeah, you know what, it's alright. I'll probably plan this out in the next video, because really this isn't the area that I want to focus on building on right now, but you see, I can just, destroy all these trees for the next video. So let's just pretend it goes out to here. I would like to make one big building, one huge, wing, you could say, of the house. And so it's going to be absolutely huge, and it'll span across like this. And then, so this would be kind of like a nice area, and then this pathway would go into an intersection right there, and I think that it would probably turn out quite well. So yeah, let's start with this side. I'm not gonna work on this wall at all, because I don't think this little strip of wood that I placed down will actually be anything. So if I have 3 blocks, And then this goes across here. And there we go. That's all connected up right there. And then so we have this whole area right along here. And then we can have it go and expand out all the way to this side. How far it will expand, though, is the question. I was thinking maybe it can go up to where, right before the cobblestone starts. So yeah, right up to there. And so yeah, so far this is already going to be a huge thing. This is probably only about 3/4 of the size, half the size. So yeah, this is really, I think I'll start by making the wall of it, really. If this is gonna be the ground, so then, yeah, what I'll do, this might be a good opportunity to take out some dirt and start filling in that area right there. And yeah, you know what, when it comes to actually planning and building things, it's a little bit difficult because there are so many things that you need to account for, and to be honest, I'm not that great of a planner. And by that, I mean, well, I could plan things if I really wanted to, but the thing is that I don't want to plan things. So I just end up doing whatever I need to do to build whatever idea pops in my head. So yeah, this is what I'm doing now. Instead of building, I'm placing dirt, but that's kind of just, that's just how it goes. All right. There we go. So I'll place dirt all around here now, and I'll fill it up. I'll fill it up with dirt as well, because I'll probably be breaking a lot of these dirt blocks. So I just don't want the water to get in my way in the future, you know? This will make it much easier later. All right. And there we go, just last little bit. And all right. So yeah, now we have this whole area. Yeah, I might just place all these around here. I'll grab the mushrooms. Just extend this out a little bit further. And alright. So yeah, this is going to be where a pathway goes, I think. So what I was thinking is maybe the pathway could go along here, and then there could be a little garden in the side here, and then a tunnel going from across here into the building over there. I think that would be pretty cool. And then yeah, as for how this building connects to it, I'm not exactly sure how. I don't know if I want to keep this separate or what, but yeah, I'm thinking this right here, I might change this to a solid wall instead of keeping it open. I'm not too sure. All right. But yeah, I think also for my own sake, I should probably get rid of all these saplings in here. And so, yeah. And so now we have this right here. I want to build out this wall right over here. And so it's supposed to... it's a 2-block wide pathway on each side here, but then it's 3 blocks wide here. So I think, just for consistency, I should keep it at 2 blocks. Right over here, so that it's symmetrical with that side. And so... here is where I was hoping here's where I was hoping to make my bedroom, or this building right here. Although I'm not too sure if it's wide enough at all. What I could do is make it so that there's a glass wall going all the way around, since there isn't really anywhere connecting up this area apart from kind of going through here in this direction and going around. So what I'll probably do is, yeah, you know what? 1, 2. I'll make it go all the way out to here. Then maybe down here, there could be a staircase going down right here into something, but the actual building will go all the way out to here. And so I'll expand all of this out. And link it up with this here. And so there we go. And yeah, I would like to elevate this area a lot more, except I'm still kind of trying to picture in my head what this could look like. I do have an idea, and I think it's kind of cool. What if I built up the building, but then I had an entire, so a third of the building, so 2/3 of the building would be on land, so 1/3 is on the bottom floor here. The second third is the top floor, and then the third is an elevated top part of the top floor, and it's hanging on stilts going into the water. I think that's a cool idea. In that case, I think I'd want to have a pathway going all the way around here then. Just in that case, since the reason why I brought this all the way to the end here is because this would have been too narrow of a room, except if this might just be a hallway, and in that case I'm fine with it. So it might be better, I think it'd be better if I were to destroy this here. Okay, I don't know if my X is gonna make it. Alright. So, get out the crafting table. Alright. And so yeah, that also means that this building will probably go out to just here as well. And so yeah, this will be a hallway. And I'll design the walls as I go. Kind of the pattern for the walls. So we'll have the edges be all just plain oak, and then we can add in some spruce as well. What if I did this? So 1, 2, and then so I did that, and then how does that look? I'm not sure. Maybe it would be better if I were to separate that. Yeah, I might. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the pattern I'm thinking of, but you'll see it in a second. I just need to, you know, get a good night's rest right here. And yeah, honestly, I think this base is actually turning out quite well. Very well, in fact. Alright. So I'll extend this out right here. And then, so this is how it's gonna go. it'll be 2 blocks. Or actually, no, 3. I'll do 3 blocks. That might make it more interesting. I'll build this up. That's 3 blocks, and then I'll do another row. And so, yeah. You know what? This, I'm not too sure about this pattern, actually. Maybe instead... Yeah, this is a little bit... This is... resembling something a little close to something a little bit odd. What if instead... I did this. So then I filled that up. And then I'm gonna need to build up here. You know, I'll just build up the wall like this, and if I make a pattern, I'll just remove those blocks later. And then so I'll make another 1 block. And there we go. So maybe what should be the first floor though? Maybe instead what I should do. So if that's the first floor, then oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay, so this should be the second floor. So in total, it'll go up like this. Then we'll have, so this is going to be where the floor is placed. That's the level. And then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then up. So like that, right? I believe that's what I'm looking for. I'll have to build it to see for sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what I'm looking for. For a second, I thought I fell there. That would have been bad. Alright, there we go. I'm getting quite low. But yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for, I think. So yeah, this layer right there that I'm pointing at, that is going to be the level at which the floor is placed at. So I'll set my spawn point. I'm just gonna go over to the mushroom. I can't believe I just made that jump there. That was nice. No, yeah, over that water gap, I'm going to be building a bridge. So I should be able to... Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That is one nice lily pad. You know, I should probably place one right here instead. Therefore, it's a little bit easier. Still not. You need a bit of momentum, though. Come on. I can do this. What? I was able to make it from that lily pad. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that is going to be the pattern for at least this side. A little bit going to be probably different for different story for the other ones. Or maybe not. I can see what divides up this section. So if I want to have a gap in between here, I want to do another gap. I can just build a row of oak planks going along here. So maybe say I wanted to do a 3-block wide gap. And that completely works. And so then I can do the same thing over here. Alright. So yeah, I'll fill up this right here. And so yeah, I have quite a bit of building to do before I leave for the taiga biome, but I think it'll be doable. Just to be clear, I'm not talking about this whole area. I know this is the area that's going to connect up all of the different this area to this area, but I want to build this area first and then maybe have... Oh, actually, yeah, I just realized that's a good point. I'm not going to be able to get from this building to that building without this building. So what do? I think there's no use in really rushing it, if that makes sense. You know, if I build this area, I know what I'm doing. I know what my plan is. So when I come back here in a month or two, I already have sort of this layout. It might be useful if I made the entire layout of the building. So what I could probably do is continue working on this for a bit more in this video, and then in the next video, I finish planning out this building and doing more work here. I think I'll be in a pretty good position for when I get back. So yeah, I think that's gonna turn out well. So need 1, 2, 3. 1. I should probably place these beside each other. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, just like this. Going all the way across here. And I think I'll make the same pattern on the other side as well. I might change some things, but it's not too difficult to change it. Actually, no, it kind of is, but I think it'd be easier if I just built up the building and then made all the changes after. And so actually this side of the building can just be plain wood. So, you know, I have plenty of wood to work with. I can probably build up the rest of the walls. So yeah, there we go. And so yeah, you know, I'll do this layer here. I'll get some more spruce wood. Alright, there we go. And then this can go across here. Now, the double layer. I hope this is enough spruce wood. I believe I took all the spruce wood that I gathered. But yeah, this is actually, yeah, I'm building this up quite fast, actually. Alright. So yeah, this is... I don't know how large my base is going to be. One thing I have noticed that I'm going to try to fix is my interiors, because I'll admit they are a little bit boring some of the time. So I'm going to try and use some new blocks. Although, one of my big problems is that wool is one of the best blocks in this game. Well, they're the color blocks. But the problem is that there's a huge limit. There's a huge limit on sheep in this game, and there are no observers, so it's just not really that feasible to use wood. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, but it's not great. There are no observers. There's nothing you can't do automatic sheep farms. But I would love to build with wool. I would love to build with wool. As much as it pains me to disable achievements, going into creative mode and getting some wool is something that I'd be open to. I'm gonna be honest. It's something that I would be open to. I'm not saying that I'm gonna 100% do it, but if I really want to build with wool, I would go into creative mode and get that wool. Because I just don't think that I want to spend forever getting that wool. I think that's reasonable. If this were Java edition, I would definitely put in the work to get an entire sheep farm, get a ton of sheep, and also make an automatic sheep farm. I mean, I did that in my Java Let's Play world. But with this, I don't think I would. If I ever do, I will say, I would say that it's like, if I'm not gonna say that it's likely, but I will say that it's likely if I decide to start building with wool. If I build with wool, then I'll probably tell you if it's from creative mode or not. Well, it depends. If I'm building with wool for the first time, and I got that from creative mode, I'd tell you it's from creative. And all the other times after that I use wool, just assume it's from creative mode. Although if it's a material like wood or stone or anything that is pretty reasonable, I am going to be using survival mode for that. Kind of just like how I mined all those trees right before recording. I'm still going to be doing things like that. It's just, wool is just it's just a different case, since it's actually kind of difficult to get. Let me know what you think about that decision. Do you disagree with me? I would like to know your thoughts. I personally don't think it's that big of a deal, because, I mean, after all, this is my world, and, it's like I'm also making sacrifices, too, because I won't be able to get achievements in this world if I do that. So, there's always a downside. I might consider trying to get all the achievements that I can get before I do end up doing that. But yeah, it was just something I was thinking about. I really think that it comes down to whatever the player's preferences are, because it's their world, right? And so this is my world. And if I'm fine with it, then it's fine. It'd be a problem if I were claiming that I got it all legitimately, because, well, that's just not true. That's a problem. So, I'm obviously not going to pretend like I got it all myself. But I can imagine that I'd say, the first time I use wool, hey, I got this in creative mode. But then, for the other times that I use wool, I'm gonna just not say anything. I'm not gonna say I got it in survival, but I'm also not gonna say I got it in creative, because I feel like, I don't know, I don't really want to say that every time I use wool. But yeah, sorry for my rambling, just some thoughts. And okay. So yeah, I have officially ran out of spruce wood. I'll top off this right over here. But, yeah, I think this is some pretty good progress for this video, so I hope that you guys did enjoy. And so yeah, in the next video, I'll also mine some more wood. I'll probably get rid of all those trees in this area, so in the next video, expect this will be empty, or at least there will be a bunch of decaying leaves. But, yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.